You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.
Orange.
Council Salon also every decision they touch the life of plenty people. One program they bring the voice of the people to the heart of politics.
This na politics and the people. The program where they give the power to the people, explain the truth, and bring the leader them close to the citizen them.
Real discussion, real voice them, real impact. Join the debate and make them hear your voice.
Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. na you platform where they turn up for the truth and civil engagement. Only on Liberty Online TV. Let me talk about politics. Let me talk about people.
Council Salon also every decision they touch the life of plenty people. One program they bring the voice of the people to the heart of politics.
This na politics and the people. The program where they give the power to the people, explain the truth, and bring the leader them close to the citizen them.
Real discussion, real voice them, real impact. Join the debate and make them hear your voice.
Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. na you platform where they turn up for the truth and civil engagement. Only on Liberty Online TV. Let me talk about politics. Let me talk about people.
Council Salon also every decision they touch the life of plenty people. One program they bring the voice of the people to the heart of politics.
This na politics and the people. The program where they give the power to the people, explain the truth, and bring the leader them close to the citizen them.
Real discussion, real voice them, real impact. Join the debate and make them hear your voice.
Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. na you platform where they turn up for the truth and civil engagement. Only on Liberty Online TV. Let me talk about politics. Let me talk about people.
Council Salon also every decision they touch the life of plenty people. One program they bring the voice of the people to the heart of politics.
This na politics and the people. The program where they give the power to the people, explain the truth, and bring the leader them close to the citizen them.
Real discussion, real voice them, real impact. Join the debate and make them hear your voice.
Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. na you platform where they turn up for the truth and civil engagement. Only on Liberty Online TV. Let me talk about politics. Let me talk about people.
Council Salon also every decision they touch the life of plenty people. One program they bring the voice of the people to the heart of politics.
This na politics and the people. The program where they give the power to the people, explain the truth, and bring the leader them close to the citizen them.
Real discussion, real voice them, real impact. Join the debate and make them hear your voice.
Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. na you platform where they turn up for the truth and civil engagement. Only on Liberty Online TV. Let me talk about politics. Let me talk about people.
Council Salon also every decision they touch the life of plenty people. One program they bring the voice of the people to the heart of politics.
This na politics and the people. The program where they give the power to the people, explain the truth, and bring the leader them close to the citizen them.
Real discussion, real voice them, real impact. Join the debate and make them hear your voice.
Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. na you platform where they turn up for the truth and civil engagement. Only on Liberty Online TV. Let me talk about politics. Let me talk about people.
Country like Salon also every decision they touch the life of plenty people. One program they bring the voice of the people to the heart of politics.
This na politics and the people. The program where they give the power to the people, explain the truth, and bring the leader them close to the citizen them.
Real discussion, real voice them, real impact. Join the debate and make them hear your voice.
Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. na you platform where they turn up for the truth and civil engagement. Only on Liberty Online TV.
Let me talk about politics. Let me talk about people.
For do with governance, get for do with politics and how people and the leader them they interact. Would they bring the leader them within different political parties or within a government for come talk to the people them answer to questions so we get for do with the development of the country. We all know we did get different election every year and with the every 5 years we get different type of election and we they pick people them way they up now them position and therefore take leadership we take people that way they take leadership position for see how best them people and they go rule the country and rule with the people them and able for give you better development. I'm for big pardon for where we a bit they start a little bit late because of one or two challenges. But I'm like I say last week over there, so we've been discuss on very important issue, and today we decide to say let we move on with the program in another way. I want to make them very clear. Say we invite both the APC party and the SLPP party because then two are the two main political parties. Them we people that don't know say don't rule this country under democratic rule. So normally now they would engage for answer to questions. So it gets for do with the country and in them way answerable. We invite the public relation officer and at the Salon People's Party, Moses Mambu, where I receive message later this day and say it gets begging, say you know able for come. I call him, I send a message, say send a representative for make it can represent you. But you know, reply to the calls. Them I make several calls. I make to I say they travel, they go bow. So because of that, we also be invite the All People's Congress CDI at Tunis when I in the National Publicity Secretary, but inside a representative na so when Abdul Karim Kamara Esquire when a member na the APC communication team. A very good evening to you, sir.
It's a very good evening to you, my brother Alex. Good evening to Australians, both home and abroad.
Abdul Karim, there this evening for let we discuss on democracy. You know, many a times these two political parties, APC and SLPP, don't they talk but democracy. We in a father of democracy. We don't maintain democratic rule. You know, there are many things that don't they happen around that. So we ask them today, what they don't do as political party for maintain democracy and for make any country get a viable democracy, you must get indicators and we go point out saying that this and this I don't do. My name is Alex Lawrence Kogoma, and this evening now they are so for where they can discuss and AKK they also for represent in political parties. So I'm not going to expect you for ask any question in relation to SLPP because we invite the SLPP, but Moses Mambu, the publicity secretary or the PRO for SLPP say it gets begging and it go bow this evening, but I ask him for send representative in Odwam. So we not get any question. I'll bring you AKK. This talk about democracy, how democratic APC don't be from where we don't the old power under democratic rule to date. Which are the thing I want to point out as a party? Say we are democratic.
One amongst the major achievements we APC don't achieve now this country and it go always dey na records, and posterity go always be kind to APC. Number one, na for make we get the 1991 Constitution. Fundamentally and principally, the APC during JS Momo in time, now we get what we call multi-party democracy. And that is when we give birth to the current constitution today. We take today now they use the 1991 Constitution. Now during the APC time, you see we get the Australian Law School. Now during the APC time, you see we get the College of Medicine and Allied Health Services. Now during the APC time, you see we get IPAM. During the APC time, you see we refurbish and renovate the then Bunubu Teachers College. Now during APC time, you see democracy, freedom of speech thrive. During APC time, you realize you as a Sierra Leonean get rights for protest when things not go well. Now during APC time, you are in this country, say during Pakabine time, they say anti-corruption, a dog with the back, we know the bets. During APC time, you begin to see anti-corruption debates. During APC time, you see the secretariat who call the attitudinal and behavioral change. We begin to see who they applaud people in this country, who they celebrate people for at least asking questions. Sensitive questions with the border around governance. Now during APC time, you see entertainment boom in this country. Now during APC time, you see critical voices. The Emerson Bokari, the Daddy Sarge, the other political singers or social commentators get voice for sing. At during APC time, you see we open the civic space. At during APC time, you see, say, indeed, you as a Sierra Leonean, you get the right for ask questions. So fundamentally, if you ask me, what are some of the landmark achievements they will don't make, I will continue for say them Nayate will not go completely end. But however, thematically, you not go able to achieve all them things they are, structurally position them. But we go take the time and let we take them one after the other. In democracy, it simply means a government of the people, for the people, and by the people. And in democracy, it's simply the type of cater, not for everybody. It cater for who? The majority. And so in essence, democracy simply means the majority. You know, people say we all in Sierra Leone will vote for President Bill, no. But the majority of Sierra Leoneans then vote for President Bill and it take over the reins of government. And so therefore, when they come, what they can do? They come fulfill what we call a social contract. Not forget, Alex, that before you ascend the seat of power in a state house, you get for come and communicate to you people, say, if you give me power, now this I go do. If you give me power, now this no day, now this I go put na the floor. If you give me power, I will make this way you dey live your life. I dey increase them. I give you better conditions of life. And so, waiting that they mean, they call it like a manifesto, where you dey preach to your people and say, plus or minus, if una vote for me, this na me manifesto this. Una hold me accountable based on these things that I don't submit. This me manifesto I don't make. And if I don't fulfill them, after 5 years, we terminate the social contract. But now see the landmark achievements. Contemporarily, at the reference to the then annexed by Kroma governments from 2007 to 2018. Now, let we go to the energy sector, Alex. Except if you're not possibly blind and totally in denial. Now, they accept, say, indeed, the energy sector during annexed by Kroma in time, Sierra Leone was nicknamed the darkest city. Freetown was nicknamed the darkest city on the planet. What did President Kroma do? In his wisdom, he said, you know what? They don't call we Kaba Tiger. Listen, they don't call we the darkest city on planet Earth. He said me first 100 days at the light Freetown. This not a story, oh. They put you to strict proof, and I wish me brother for done there. What it communicates this, and they ask him if it not happen. 100 days now is chromatic. It make Freetown light. We are called the darkest city. That is for energy. But forget about Freetown. Now, Salon, you see, when we start the Boom Boom phase 2, Emerson Bokari do a video. We go lead on at the cable. He said the lights no day. Now lie with the lie. When we be they do the structural programs, like we say the structural adjustment or edifice or prepare the architecture for make we generate the energy, they say na lie with the lie. Until the same Emerson we be laid on a cable, we say na lie with the lie. We is sing that this country say not see me body so na so cold water. Who say cold water come that we not get solar, we not even get wind energy. Na boom boom na.
Let we
go.
This down and the all way they like. So these are some of the developments. Look at the constitutional aspects. Okay. You know, the APC, they don't they accuse now of this one party state in this country, where one party political party them wouldn't say after we Sir Milton Magai, you know, set the space for a smooth running government by we the Salon people them after don't come up from colonial days, even though we get the effects of neo-colonialism, but able for set space for make the country run smoothly. Albert Magai came in, introduced some laws, but again the coming in of Sheikh Stephen changed the narrative, make APC turn a one-party state to this country, and it's done as long as he wish. How APC don't continue for the defender kind thing there, and history, no they ever take on off from that aspect there.
I will say this satisfactorily. Those days of the APC when we be the rule this country of Shaka Stephen in days, we make we get APC rule Sierra Leone as a one-party state was unanimous. When I mean unanimous, we see the peril where the country go through during the reigns of Albert Magai. Albert Magai was this kind of a person where he was savvy. The exact word in English that they use was a very savvy guy. I know we don't born it, but probably at the same first degree I don't know in history politics. So I don't read extensively about Sir Albert Magai. The whole notion of one party, he initiated the idea. When I say he initiated the idea, he laid the whole platform. But his object was not fair. He wanted to become like a dictator. To him, when he preached Pan-Africanism, he said, you know what, the only way we would thrive, now let me get a one-party state. Waiting Shaka Stephen and others do. They said, no, this concept you don't propose, not really best for this country at this particular time when Sierra Leone they are at the crossroads. That is why you see the likes of this Sengu Brewer of Kono district and others. They all break away in the 1967 elections where they all can support Kaisamba Brewer and others. Say, you know what? We can't support Shaka Stephen. When Shaka Stephen win, it makes sure say it puts this country at the forefront. The entire Sierra Leoneans then come together and say, you know what we're going to do? Because we just don't come out from colonialism, let we put aside first partisan politics. When I say partisan politics, party APN, PBD, Pekin, there's small political parties then. He said, no. Let we can see Sierra Leone as a country we just don't come out from colonialism. Let we all can work for the interest of Sierra Leone. And that's how the entire, in fact, Sierra Leone begets region. That is why you see, even in the then, chairman of SLPP, Prince Harding, was in one way or the other a member of the All People's Congress Party during the one-party state. So it was unanimous. But now let me come to establishing
Democratic.
That is where I'm coming now. What then is democracy here? Democracy simply means giving to people the best of services, allowing the voice of the majority to be heard, listening to people, providing an enabling environment, being tolerant, having dissenting views. And these were all applicable. Shaka Stephen allow for make salon everybody feel safe. To the extent that if they go to market, now he safe to go buy fish for himself. He allow for make sure say he not get a particular place where he call in home. If you ask people the way they hold from here, you to Alex, they will tell you Shaka Stephen say, Ekomo Bont, Ekomo Moyamba, Ekomo Binkolo, Ekomo Kamakwe. He has homes all over the place.
You know, if you say play all the tricks in it for make you get a comfortable role, for make you continue to be a perfect dictator.
Well, he wasn't a dictator, basically.
Because at that time, nobody look for election, nobody look for a re-election or whatever, because it's comfortable and we want to continue. The only people wait for are peasants and the military for that they're not in favor, and also be nice to the people them.
He wasn't a dictator. He succeeded for unify Sierra Leone.
How?
He succeeded for make sure say all the 14 or 16 tribes of Sierra Leone, it relates to the all. Cohesion. Now I make you notice, even the attempted coup against him by Jackson Smith and others, they're not able to succeed. Because he succeed for make sure say, it makes Sierra Leone a place wherein any side where you go, his presence is felt. There is love, there is harmony. Now, democracy, again, I tell you just now, is hinged on service deliveries. Alex, predominantly, I will say this, majority of the achievement that West Sierra Leone points at 30 days, they happened during Shaka Stephen in time. When we talk about infrastructure, what they point at, start with UE building. Now, under Wuda in regime, it happened. As Shaka Stevens. A commodity, when they say government low-cost houses, would have cowed them. Na Shaka Stevens. Can I hear cost road now when they say government quarters? Wait now, they don't begin to sell to private individuals. Now do that in time it happened. Now during Shaka Stevens in time. Stadium, National Stadium. Shaka Stevens.
But all that day, yes, realistic, it is same. But what a person can go say, because he gets more time for sit down, you know, they get pressure, like within, for example, President Bill in support them, they say, they face now President being forced to not be able to work. Then we'll get for come to some of those things also later on. But maybe because if you get the space of work, and at that time, if you get this Cold War, where they happen in the West and the other countries, in the Middle East, and of course, Asia, with the trifle, like if it's getting Africa, the opportunity in the day. So many people go say, if you get the space at that time.
Okay, I agree with you. And fundamentally, because if you get the space at that time, you know why Sierra Leone and China will get a spaghetti relationship? Sierra Leone are the country this way support or nominate China to be part of the Security Council. It's a serious one. You know why? Shaka Stephen, one kind of person who believes say the only way you can able succeed in life, if you be diplomatic, if you be friendly, and for able woo somebody in confidence.
So if you see any qualities in the SLPP not get
No, they don't have it.
Why?
They don't. The SLPP who sabi from Albert Maga in time, Samilti Maga in time, relatively better to some extent, Pakaba in time. Worse off now, President Bio in time. They don't know how to run a country wherein you can get peace, harmony, and civility.
All right, fast forward. Let we move away from the Sheikh Stevens. But before that, let me just remind our viewers and say we invite the SLPP through Moses Mambu in at the PRO for the SLPP. Be agree for come, then be give me the information name and we pull a flyer. Later on, a message me say it get back in it go bo. I send a message. You also get the right for send a representative for make somebody representing at the program. But he's not here, no representative is here, so we use the necessary opportunity for invite them and also invite the All People's Congress through CDI at Tunis. When they be promised say they come, but then be decide for send lawyer Abdul Karim Kamara with there. So now in a member of the communication team. Now let we look at after the war.
Good.
To date, Jan Kaba regime, the Anespacoma regime, and that of the current president, Julius Madabio, how the SLPP and the APC are able to manage the state for display democratic performance.
I'll tell you, who say APC left, SLPP don't reverse with BN. Let me give you an analogy. APC don't take we close to like, would they run a 100-meter race? APC don't take you close to like 45 to 50 meters. Now yeah, Aneskroma left. When President Bureau Council at 50 meters, instead of progress forward, you know what he do? Now retrogress this nation backwards. How? Let us come to strengthening institutions. Because democracy requires strengthening institutions. Remember, let me cite the 44th president of America, Barack Hussein Obama. He said, Africa don't need strong leaders. He said, Africa needs strong institutions. So what APC do? We empower institutions. We give capacity to institutions. We allow institutions them for me their own.
Once again, if the SLPP, the other hand, one for say, then go tell you, say, some business institutions are they establish them. The NACIT, the Anti-Corruption Commission, key institutions where the late president Amachi Jan Kaba established after the war, create more space, make the country able to be a liberal state where everybody is able to participate and through the rule of law.
Beautiful. For make you establish an institution, it's one. For make you make the institution independent and strong and effective, it's another one. I repeat, no denial to that one. President Ahmed Tijan Kaba of blessed memory, we can recall and always fix a name when it comes to it contributes for end the war or end the war. It succeed for make Sierra Leone peaceful throughout in reigns. It succeed for bring institutional reforms. This is key. So that is but why some people not even know this? President Kaba couched institutional reforms. See the police, the pits during. You understand? These are people and way it called the British army, the British police. It's institutional reform in the police. But Kaba said these things. Sabota and can do is strengthen them and give them capacity. Make them independent, neutral, and apolitical. You know what the President Bureau don't do? It don't muzzle them all. It don't make them redundant. It don't make them, they know they even operate again. How? The institution called the Audit Service Sierra Leone. Now, here you see in a salon, the Auditor General for doing work for which the agency or the union or the international committee where they regulate such experts give an expert report that as far as they are concerned, the issue of Lara Taylor Pierce will not breach any professional standards and it work within in professional limits. SLPP whisk her out of the office just because she was doing this right job. Institutional incapacity. And from that point, when they whisk Lara Taylor Pierce out of the office, you ever hear any serious audit report again from the Auditor General's report? No. The recent report not touch the office of the president either. There are areas you don't go into. Then pull somebody and put person where they take instructions from them.
Look at Constitution.
We go to
yes.
Let me go to the
Violation.
ECSS.
You understand?
I want to address
this
ECSL quickly.
ECSL quickly.
Okay.
Then I want to do a little bit comparison with Daniel's by Kogoma term. Where we see move of vice president. So we bring a lot of debate in this country. Go to the present Julius Maada Bio regime where we see the Auditor General already talked about the issue of the ECSL, the issue of the 2023 election orders. You know, if it's based on the precedent, who not be done set, nine cause all that if happen.
If now the precedent will be set, then SLPP they follow. Wallahi. Salon by now, so to all for the scene, Maada Bio in celebrating him. But now it's the worst of. Now, what are some of the precedents we set? Yes, during the APC time, Noto and Eskroma sack in vice president. This is what you must understand, and let me lay it bare from a legal point of view.
Okay.
Now, the constitution of this country, section 41B, make it clear emphatically that will make you become a president of this country if you belong to within a political party. They'll get these facts, them very bare. What can happen in the Sam Sumana case? The APC as a political party, don't forget again, they elect the president and the vice president. Let us understand these things very clear. And so if for become a president, if you belong to a political party, the same requirements will make you for qualify for be a president, and the same requirements qualify you for become a vice president. We don't qualify, we don't jump that stage. Correct. So in this circumstance now, let us lay this very bare. The APC begets issues with Samuel Sam Sumana, vice president then, with all due respect to him. And so what did the APC do? The APC say, we dey investigate you. They investigate them and come with conclusion. And what did the APC do? The APC expel them. Try to understand though. The APC expel them. When they say expel them, we don't pull you now your party. So you are no longer a member of the All People's Congress Party. Get this point. So at this point, we get what we call a continuous requirement. And this was the argument in court. That you being a member of a political party, that chain of causation, not for break. It's a continuous requirement. The moment you cease for be a member of a political party, the moment you don't abrogate the constitution of Sierra Leone. And so therefore, the sooner where APC expelled Chief Samuel Sam Sumana, he was no longer a member of a political party. And then they institute an action against them. And the court will rule in favor of the government that the office of the vice president now is vacant as a result of the fact that there is a continuous requirement for which the vice president is not having. And it's the precedent. It didn't have the law books of this country. So even as today, I'm telling you, the constitution of this country, for which President Julius Maada is the guardian of that constitution, the moment VP Jules Jallo ceases to be a member of the SLPP, there's a precedent already. President Julius Maada they appoint an older person to act in that capacity.
So because you're not the same precedent, you don't set for the Auditor General?
No. No. In the area of the Auditor General, they say it gets what you call inadequacies or professional misconduct. And don't forget, these people are not too knowledgeable in their field, but they get set criteria as professionals in their own discipline, and then get them benchmarks. So if you say the policy don't breach fundamental professional ethics, I believe say it behoves the institution where they regulate them conduct for confirmed same. But in this
chartered accountants.
correct. So, but in this case now, the Institute of Chartered Accountants, or however they call themselves, I cannot certify completely because I'm not too savvy them. But they end up for issue a comprehensive report for which they vilify Lara Taylor Pierce and Tamba Momo. That these people don't exhibit the highest standards of professionalism in their work, and as far as they're concerned, they don't see any area who said them breach those standards. So therefore, they not follow the precedents where you say if not APC precedents them follow. No. In the APC case, the courts realize that indeed that requirement of you being a member of a political party is a continuous requirement. So the moment you see them, and don't forget, in governance and in administration, you don't have a vacuum. People call it a vacuum. Today, Mr. Alex, who is it on Ayaso? May the Lord forbid Allah push and far from you. You sick next week Tuesday for do the same program. If you're not able, will I somebody go step now instead? Why? Because it has to continue. Even if Leon and they left this legacy today, you and I know you will not be here forever and ever. Some people will come at whatever stage to replace you tomorrow. You cannot say I'll be here for infinitum. No, there will come a time you must take, even if not to death, even if not to sickness, even if not for old age. But just say, no, you know what? Let me give the young one a back chance. So it's a seamless transition. So we APC, we believe in good governance. From where APC then a power till we left power, we not apprehend one journalist. We not deny one journalist. We allow state institutions for make them operate independently. Now you see, even we lawyers, we get two associations. We get the Lawyer Society, we get the Bar Association. Why? Because of political interference. We get the oldest organization or association of the Sub-Saharan, the Australian Bar Association. But we all see what happened at Kenema. How they use state institutions for infiltrate into institutions or organizations that are supposed to be defenders of democracy, that are supposed to be people where they ask the sensitive questions, people who will be whistleblowers, people who will hold government accountable. But let me tell you this shock. Since the issue of the judge, Justice Alan Holloway, hear any pressure from the Australian Bar Association? None. Except if they can pull one tomorrow morning. The issue of the current Justice Momoja Stevens, the issue of this other judge where they just lay aside, where they say then the investigator. I don't forget in himself recently. What has the Bar Association said about it? Nothing. So in other words, you're beginning to realize that the entire state institutions or other independent institutions are now under what we call a state capture.
I'm about to ask you, if you say except people don't put this country under state capture.
That is exactly, that's the word coming from me. Institutions that are supposed to be independent. Okay, now, when Jimmy Batilo Songa say, you get the military, you get the army, you get A, B, and Z, the Kundara team, the soldier team, for stop APC, who say you don't see a presser from the Peace Commission? Who say you don't see a presser from the Office of National Security? Who say you don't see a presser from the Human Rights Commission? None you cannot see. The Bar Association. None of them are talking. But during the APC time, you see so many media outlets So many civil society organizations, everybody they advocate. Ben Kefala and others, the anti-corruption commissioner. That's what it be called the Black Monday protest, the Renaissance. They were given the opportunity. But house alone, come on, Aduba. You dey meet up bullets.
Anyway, we come discuss. We will come back and discuss. I want to look at press freedom and freedom of movement.
That's the point.
Freedom of association.
And these are fundamental requirements in democracy.
Part of democracy, yes. So we can look at the one, and then when we go for this break, we take Vox Pop, and people will talk to it and think about into political party there. So when it comes to democracy, and we're particularly when they into governance, and when we come back, we look at other issues or other elements of democracy. We go Studio 2 and join Studio 2 for the Vox Pop.
APC, how we see them? Of course, then all get advantage and disadvantages there. Because certain side, the way we talk in terms of democracy, you think of freedom of speech, freedom of the press. But I think about journalists, journalists. Of course, they don't say what come on at the city or who can they apply with the everybody and they don't hold these journalists because of the talk so because right now this newspaper. So that's in a day with the read them. Yes, but I believe say APC more democratic.
As for me, APC democratic pass SLPP.
How?
Because APC regime, we the youth them, we the feel for talk, to feel for talk, we be the money we don't know the all we put on ourselves. But for right now, this government will pass, so not all to get mind talk. Because we talk, they only put CBN bars. Because they see that they don't, so most of the big one there, we then pass through the country, we then talk that they lock them, outside there for lock them. So who the layman they will not get mind talk.
And during the APC, CCS, democracy thrive in Sierra Leone. Will not be see too much of violence on the streets, even the radio discussions will not see violence, they occur at the radio discussion between the two political opponents. But now then the entire through this political partner SL people and then would see now. Even a radio discussion would see the violence would go on. Even with the listeners and the viewers they will not even understand what they try for talk. Because they preach violence. So to my opinion, APC is more better in thriving democracy than the SLPP.
Also me, SLP more, in fact that SLP out democracy. So they're more democratic. It's all get boom, 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 boom. And they count democracy. So they're more democratic.
One thing about the Sierra Leoneans, we can affect him. We can misinform some man. Like, we get the guys for speak. But the problem is, when they speak that aggressive way, they can affect most of the Sierra Leoneans. Because they say you get the guys for speak, and I say provided you not break the law in the process. Some get exercise your own rights, but some not start back. Then two, the one way can get the know, they can misinform others, where they can behave to the way how they not suppose. Yes, if we say the citizens at least fight, at least like the one way educate then. Then give you the concept, the real concept, how for behave. It's like things go well, but now the misinform way they can misinform we, they get affect most of the Sierra Leoneans. They get
Me, SLPP, because I don't see a lot that don't happen in this country, especially this past election till to this other election we don't pass back because the SFPP encourage Boku freedom of speech because we know and see the kind attack, the kind talk when we talk against even the leaders of the country, but yet still to be patient. And in one of the leader way, them don't, let me just say, molest to the extent we will not ever get.
than a voice of people them at the streets of Freetown where we colleague Mohammed Kamal we go around and talk to, we give them opinion, but we didn't think but into political party. So but lack out to back AKK. And the program you watch this evening politics and the people they come to you from Liberty Online Television. 8 o'clock every Tuesday to 9 o'clock. We can always there also for discuss on issues we get to do with politics and how politics they affect positively or negatively the people of this country. One key aspect of democracy now freedom of speech. Freedom of assembly, freedom of movement, freedom of association. Correct. How EPC don't able for uphold and how the SLPP don't able for violate that aspect or therefore they don't maintain that area there.
In fact, when it comes to the issue of freedom of expression or freedom of speech, I think the SLPP don't trample on any other person. Oh. Firstly, what did they do? Then completely deceive the people of this country. How they do it? Firstly, then they repeal the libel act. And, yes, the seditious libel law. And so therefore, what did they do? When they pull the libel law, you know what did they do? Then they call the Cybercrime Act. In fact, they make it now more punitive. They make it now more stringent to the extent that the freedom we get during the libel law, then bolt and nutter in the Cyber Act. Simply put, as recent as this week, or no, last week, a popular media blogger by the name of, is it IB Blog? Is it IB Blog? Or Born to Blog? He asks a sensitive question. Just asking question for this is a fundamental right as a journalist to ask sensitive questions. Yakuba Bioka out and a CID. That's the first one, Dandy. Simply put, one of my colleague lawyer post na TikTok or Twitter about election, no election. Then detained and CID almost 2 days. A lawyer who belong to the Lawyer Society, and one calling him for public security and safety. But we all know these are no secrets. Journalist Thomas Dixon, complain on social media all over the place that in safety not guaranteed because of A, B, and Z. Now here you see Amadou Lamrana, but as recent, you see me, I not like for talk because I feel for talk. And they give you pointers where you know they able to deny them.
But again, you see all
now Lamrana about ask sensitive question.
But again, I will see.
Until now, all journalists then pull press release for in safety and liberty.
But again, I don't see. But Lamrana buying younger for the individual. But again, I will see.
I just tell you how they happen in this country now.
Of journalists, one of the body, who they regulate journalism, who they seek the welfare of journalism, crown President Bio as champion of press freedom. Ironical with it.
There is one saying, he said, he that pays the piper detects the tune. Prior to this time, APC time, I don't think so would subvent journalists there. Will not be they give them money. So as a situation, will not be they give them money.
But again, the world, many sides on the wall, and they support
what do we do? Because we don't want for hold them to ransom and make sure so they not get that free space for communicate. How good do you work? But here is a situation now. The Sierra Leone Association of Journalists, every year they must ask for budget increase. They must know say something they come out and they allocate for them. My brother, he that pays the piper detects the tune. This is an African context. Sweet. But however, if they crown as the father of press freedom, you and I know the reality on ground.
But again, another school of thought. Look, maybe they sit down with the talk. Maybe they talk freely. Something, you know, get out of
Miami
control.
boss CDI at Tunis talk na 2 or 3 days you do na CID. Me also CDI at Tunis 2 or 3 days na you do na CID. Just na the press freedom that they get. You don't have it. You don't lock up, you don't bolt and not the cyberspace. So me and you two now, the cyber law, even something they were not opposed to you.
But again, what thing like most of the SAP people don't they argue about when I lock people like David Tambayo, you know, when I get issues with people like the late Philip Neffel, you know, but in their own, they not do like that. They go invite you na CID as journalist.
God bless you.
You're safe. They not
Explain
lock
to we
journalists.
why you do this. We make the IMC very viable. Ambassador something Aliu Kanu.
Aliu Kanu, yeah.
It make IMC very viable. That journalists them enjoy their civic space. That in an event they get any problem with you, they know they carry go direct na CID and go bolt and not you and cuff you. But rather they carry go force. That the regulatory body where they regulate you now. IMC. If they're not able now, they see say nothing we don't escalate they beyond then they go call. But this is not how it's happening. Tell me how functional is the IMC now? Every journalist now, before they can go step IMC, now CID the instant. It's not like that. So when you talk about press freedom, allowing people to participate, waiting Tambayo they not doing at this country. Waiting severe blinding and others they not enjoying at this country. We allow them. So what the President Nkrumah say? So we left them. We cannot deny them their right to speak up. In fact, for me, then they put me on the alert that hey, Adipan forgets Naya. MSC sing that this country say, he said the park caller for go get award, he say no want. So all these innuendos, and I say no, let them. From when we come on our power, till today, tell me who Sierra Leone artists we don't make money per music. Show me one. From when APC come on about 2018, where they lock stadium, when one of the biggest places where Sierra Leoneans then they make money as artists, you hit song. At least you one solo album will able make you feel better. Tell me from that time to today.
So what if
who says a lot artists don't
if
make
it's
money?
go wrong that year for the artists then?
But see what they happen between Caldinero and in colleagues then at the entertainment industry. The entertainment industry again has been politicized. Now, and Escoma, you see, old Caldinero so, old LJ so now also they make an ambassador. When I go talk to una people, when I left this festival, when I enjoy una art. But today, it's not like that. One man feels so superior over the other. Say because now in government. But during an Escoma in time, you never know whether an APC, whether an SAPP. The only two sabi we get Black Leo, we get RFM. They enjoyed their stay. And President was there with them. He gave them the enabling environment. He allowed entertainment to thrive. Tell me now, Sierra Leone today, where is it happening? Recently, I read and say they don't pass, is it the video or media act? I'm not too privileged to it, where they say the creative industry.
Oh, yeah.
You understand? Mm-hmm. I am yet to read that act, man, see what are the provisions where they put there for creative industry in Sierra Leone. Recently, I heard say the Minister of Tourism they can try for provoke for come the reggae festival. The question is, amongst those people the way they can pay huge sum of money, how many Sierra Leoneans are there? How many Sierra Leoneans, if you see say you want put premium to reggae, how many Sierra Leoneans you don't create an enabling environment for me to succeed in that art? Where you were able at least nurture the talent. But rather, would I see the premier, these are Jamaicans.
So Mustafa Mashako in the comment section they say
these are Jamaicans.
The subvention be done there in existence before Mother Biokana power.
For journalists then? Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think so because we be feel say no more what you do for journalism and for create an enabling environment for them?
I think it starts under this government, anyways.
Because me, I not be feel say an Nkrumah be ever get subvention for
No, it
journalism.
starts under the.
Now, in fact, President, I go count at the quote. I'm very clear and unambiguously. Ahmed Nasrallah, it make it clear. Say, ever since the formation of the Australian Association of Journalists,
the idea not to follow.
Not to that time, you can get a cocktail for them.
I will support.
You give them all. You give them cocktail.
Support the media. I will support the media through Sludge for like able for upkeep the office space. You know, not against Sludge they do. Like they gem them for the support and all that thing anyway.
And through all this, what do you do? He silences you.
But again,
not all thing the park one now like
we all not one Sludge member there, but independent do they do work them.
Of course.
Sludge not they
of course. So, of course, I'm not within your remit, but I know that Sludge of our own days, the APC, and the Sludge of today. Hey. Pastor Monson, you can't see what Manika they do different.
So see recently they pull up very strong press release.
That is what I was saying. With Manika, the way it don't start so, I hope it continues so.
So
for all the balance and the neutral.
So people supposed to get confidence from Sludge.
Well, prior to this time, we'll not be the see Sludge more. But now Manika and his Secretary General will they see even the recent presser for Lamanaba. It was strongly worded that they're ready for defend. Una always belong to that association. And for make sure say una do una job freely without political intimidation. Ask the sensitive questions you're supposed to ask, whether to government, to individual, and you get the civic space.
What about freedom of association and movement? Let's just
that is where we're coming.
This government, how do they maintain and
Alex, how many organizations they don't write the police and they ask them, say, we want forget a peaceful protest when they don't give them. But for which again I will say here.
But again, another SFP person go tell you, say, for example, Renaissance be asked for protest for this black or the one way. What the police be telling that and they say, when I go protest. But if anything happen along the way,
who hold you responsible? That is where you have the face of the people. But here's the situation: the people they tell you say, now with this, we are so organization. If anything go wrong, una always they say still we need give una chance.
But yes. The Renaissance then be seen as an I set up.
No,
because them be doing anything in government for be.
Pa, until you say this now you right for protest in a more civilized and civic manner.
So I'm good already. You said the phrase.
No, pa. Now you say you want come up peaceful, no so. Or wow. You want police presence, not also. We go day for guard the process. This is how civilized nations do it. But if anything go wrong, it becomes militant who hold you responsible. If you know say you go the you not get anything up your sleeves that you want to create chaos or confusion, you accept that one. That condition is fair. But because they be no say they intend for be militant, now you make them not take that responsibility. But here comes that we the APC, they always say this. When the time come, now this country, for defend the people of this country, who they act say, una come, then we can defend the constitution of this country. And we do it.
The SFP, they accuse una say, from when it come, particularly the first time, when they use people, them they hide behind some people. Them, for example, some people them from overseas where they do audios or don't they send them, don't they gather people them they unblock the smooth running of the government through violence like the November 26, the August 10, and any other thing that they don't point out. Say APC gets association with something.
APC party too big for hide behind finger. If you listen to Alassana Dumbuya, it don't make this not to 1, not to 2, not to 3. If you listen to me on CDR Chinis, it don't make this statement not to 1, not to 2, not to 3 on countless occasions. APC too big for go hide the BN person. What am I saying here? Now I make Alassana Dumbuya say, this constitutional review when they do. Resolution 78. This power sharing where they want to say they want to extend to the executive. APC, Saboti will say, what the majority of Sierra Leoneans want, would they support them? But when Sierra Leoneans they say we don't want this, and they say then they force them down with throats, would they resist them? And would they resist them fearlessly? And would they resist them fiercely? Meaning sovereignty belongs to the people. Now the people for decide for choose the form of governance where they want, the form of representation where they want. Now the people for choose would have for lead them. You cannot rip that off from them. And so with the APC, they always say this. Let us go to our people, hold town hall meetings, reach the lowest of the low, explain to them what are the benefits and what are the disadvantages of first past the post and the PR system. When the people are saying that this we want, the APC stand by them and honestly will defend them. And we'll defend them with our sweat and our blood. Hence, it is in the interest of
It's one of the things where they affect.
That is what democracy calls for.
One of the they affect democracy.
Allow the will of the people.
One of the they affect democracy and corruption and patronage. Now, one thing I know they don't accuse the APC for, say the Anescoma regime be full of corrupt practices and also patronage. This I mean,
Wallahi. Alex, let me give you this as a joke. I call it a joke because I don't believe say this they happen as we all sit down, all the journalists there, una sit down, una not the talker. Tell me whether you sabi na the Bio family will no hold position na this government. We get Bio. Call Tennessee Bio, Baggy Bio, this Jakuba Bio, all kind Bio. All man get position. Now here you see you host Honorable Alpha Kanu, the presidential spokesperson. The entire Anta family, everybody, ambassador. Is that not patronage? But me, I know they talk because I feel for talk. And they give instances. See the SLPP governments of today. Would you see they where they not get position based on patronage? Nobody will challenge the SLPP government now. That the few professionals that wouldn't get the independence where they serve Sierra Leone is 0.1%. Everybody's patronage.
So now you don't point out many things about this SLPP government where you say, and Escoma, we don't take democracy or democratic practices to a stage where even the world they admire we.
Of course.
Then you say, Bio don't take all team bien.
We don't retrogress massively.
What are the effects, both national and international?
The effect is so devastating. Now Sierra Leone, you see now the nickname we a narcotic state. When you say narcotic state, nobody not the willing forget that kind of name. It's like drugs. Like when they say yana drugs, place drugs, base. That's how you see with ambassador to Guinea. The Ola. With substances where they say they suspect say na drugs. Now Salo you see the Dutch government don't serve with extradition papers. So they give a safe haven to a fugitive. Your slide Ekas, then call her Omar Sharif. Now Salo you see they intercept somebody in a Turkey by Interpol. We get a diplomatic passport. We in one way or the other connected to your slide Ekas and by extension the first family. Now Salo you see Kush, they ravage lives of people right now. Drugs and substance abuses don't become a menace to the extent that the president don't declare this country a public health emergency state. Ebo, you see how devastating is that? Alex travelers in this country, say they fly out of this country, make you see how they scrutinize you, how they search you just because you carry a Sierra Leonean passport. You know how embarrassing is that to our people when they travel up and down the country, up and down the world? It's sad. It's really sad for this country. I did tell you these truths. If we all not come together in Sierra Leone and make sure, say, indeed, we stand tall for defending the constitution of this country. Make sure, say, indeed, the will of the majority take prominence over any minority, because that is what democracy. They make anyone how they talk now at the corner to the topic wake out me from Ego can talk. Democracy. Tenets of democracy. Democracy requires the will of the majority, sovereignty to the people, power to the people. And so therefore, if we all not come together and tell this government, say, hey, you know what? This PR system, I don't do force at the legislative way. You know, you no dividend. In other words, it don't retrogress this country to the extent that you don't deprive Sierra Leoneans the right to choose in their own representatives. To the extent that the constituents don't even know who that they represent them. They don't ask them the questions. They don't know them. You don't take power far away from the people to the extent that the representatives in our parliament only become answerable to their political parties. Ebo, now so you don't do. Then you want cascade them to the executive. If the people of this country say yes, we agree. APC, we agree.
If we say PR not a democratic practice.
No, it's a democratic practice. Very democratic practice. But when you leave the PR in the hands of rogues, it becomes undemocratic. And the current SLPP government...
Society like Sierra Leone, if it's not the best option.
No, it is completely the worst form of government for Sierra Leone. The PR they work in civilized democracies. The PR they work where in partisan politics, not to the order of the day. The PR they work where people celebrate competence over connectocracy. But not in a country like Sierra Leone, where connectocracy, favorism, and nepotism are the order of the day. PR not the work now. In other words, they were to retrogress. So, as they say basically, every form of government gets a fitting situation or circumstance. The PR system now fits the Sierra Leonean context. The PR system now they work in the Sierra Leonean context. Because in Sierra Leone here, the right words you used were patronage, connectocracy, favorism, nepotism, the who know you syndrome.
So somebody will say the laws that this government they put together right now and the actions that they do right, the precedent that they set, APC go use them more because APC more like they say sabi using thing and they into anything. So when I go take advantage of that day for when if anyway when I take power for like go after people them.
May the Lord forbid.
Because I will see they don't pull out the general like president.
May the Lord forbid.
We don't see
Alex,
the election.
Realistically, let me say this to you, Mende. Mende mu me tinyale bonchio. You understand what that means? Tinyale bonchio, go make bonchio.
Ah, we shall.
So in other words, I born, I go school, I born partially and bo. I'm a Southerner. The APC will not come and do what we call retributive justice. You knock me, I knock you. He attempts that in the APC, this country is doomed. You see what an Escomado? When he come, it take over from the late Dr. Alhaji Ahmed Tigan Kaba seamlessly. When he take over power, he said 3 months, everybody woke. Woke as they celebrate competence over connectocracy. He said, in fact, at the call una, when una the experts, they una can't join me, like can work for the betterment of Sierra Leone. That is an escrowman. That is the APC. So for say, waiting the SLPP don't do so, this knock me and knock you, we not sabia. Because we attempt in this country, it a poil. When the APC come, now for can fix the damage, the wreckage when the SLPP don't cause so. So, you know they can't concentrate for build the country. You begin to remember say, no, SLPP be knocked me yesterday. Me say for an accident today, you can get the power. No. In fact, Sierra Leone is not ready for that. This is why, if you notice, one of the greatest contributors for President Bill in first time when able to achieve. The entire government was engulfed with so much of vengeance, malice, retributive justice, They be kick me, so myself, they kick them so. And comparatively, you dey see say President Bio in first term and in second term, it's far different. Alex, we are all Australians. Well, they are. President Bio in first term and this in second term, it completely different. If our President Bio do so for second term, so that's why we start first term. Or lie, if I don't get some little achievements there.
So what if it's a change?
In leadership style don't change. President Bio leadership style don't change.
Why if it's a turnaround?
Well, I think say now some say they don't assemble some people them around and state house and advisors them where they tell them exactly say Sierra Leone belongs to all of us. And don't forget, you are a president of the entire Sierra Leone. You're not the president of the SLPP alone. You are the president of the SLPP, the APC, the UNPP, the CPP, whatever it is, hence you're a Sierra Leonean.
So in first time may not be there so.
No. It was 100% partisan and retributive. Knock me and knock you. And he failed in his first term woefully. But now, I think he's now beginning to give it a second thought. And because of that, you see, in fact, the way President Bio they do now things, it's far different. And I can always say this to President Bio. I said this, somebody asked me why you say this. I say President Bio like somebody where genuinely speaking, elects Sierra Leone. But when it come, the people that will be surrounding himself with earlier, not be elect in the President Bio, they not be even elect Sierra Leone.
So then people don't come on here.
No, to some large extent, to a very large extent.
Namely?
No, I cannot name them. But to a very large extent, President Bio know it at the talk. And now it is say he's now exiting power. He meets Sierra Leone in peace. President Anes by Kroma former na stadium, he gather we all. Not so through fence, not so through ballot, the barrel of the gun, not so through coup d'etat, not so through any forceful means. Democratic and legitimately, as we take and say, paya. I done. Me at the go. President Bio for succeed.
For
left this country that same way. Well, that's a discussion for another day. How you go sell game where President Anes Bai Kroma believes say sovereignty belongs to the people. It believes say state institutions are there working independently.
So
ECSL don't announce say in the election where Samura Kama and President Bio contest, President Bio don't beat him for 2018. Why President Anes Bai Kroma? If President Amatijan Kaba not do that to her, why him for do her? No.
So now they expect same from President Bio.
That is what we are expecting. That's what not only the APC is expecting, that is what Sierra Leoneans are expecting. President Bio need for exit the corridors of power in a befitting manner.
If the SLPP again introduce a candidate, we also get a trank for win the election 2020.
Beautiful. What did the APC they say? Now in this, and Alex, let me be on record for it. The APC ready for accept any result come 2028 that is genuine, that is internationally accepted, that is equally locally accepted by who? By both our local observers and our international partners. Anything falling short of that, wallahi will not accept it. And take this to the bank. So we they ask President Biose, in as much as he's nicknamed the father of democracy, he take power this time around because he's the most luckiest person, like I always say. He don't rule Salon Tute. First through uniform, now in first don't talk about through ordinary clothes. And the time now we don't take control ordinary clothes. Now get out and get out, we all go stadium, we clap for her. We don't get new person. Do ya? Make you not left this country in Soko. May not left this country.
So.
Pala. So, make you left this country peacefully, democratically, and let there be peace and quiet.
Why the peace so believe say then they win 2028 election?
Number one, because of this abysmal performance of this current SLPP government, they don't fail in every aspect, in every imagination, in every way whatsoever. It comes to human development, it comes to freedom of expression, it comes to freedom of the press, it comes to human capacity development. Like when they say they believe in human capacity development, you're not correct. It comes to welfare. It comes to all other fundamental issues, constitutional abuses. It's all over the place. They don't fail in every aspect. I am being deliberate. I wish we would take the any one by one. Come to the health sector. If you don't feel personal, man, listen. During APC time, we get the free health medical care. Are you hearing about it now? Every government will want to succeed for believing continuity. During this microma time, we get the free health care medical program for who? Lactating mothers, pregnant women, and who? Children under 5. You hear about that again? Nowhere, it done. Now, your president Bio take over power. He said, teachers them. He they make sure say, then go to bed happy. What do we see? I been kefala for make it take teacher them. He puts them in a cottage tree, he name and shame there. But if I they lie, records them they all. Teachers, that cottage tree they puts them. They hand tag upon there, he name and shame there. But the one way the thief pass the teachers there, you know everybody self. Now here you see, President Bio say any teacher we don't teach for over 5 or 10 years, if they give him Peking scholarship, make you go school, if they do this, if they do that. Day. Alex, show me one teacher we don't cancel you now. We don't host. We say, wait till President Bio be promise we would pass here. Now here you see, President Bio, as I am talking now, schools are not open and not pay for this term yet. The only time we didn't pay for the last year, second and third term. But I'm not talking about because I want to go. This government don't fail in every aspect. Come to energy. Before this time, EBC have free term be there. We then say then they rescind and contract to the car power ship. From who left car power ship, 39 days so. They say not be better. Now fraud agreement to go do. We then can the terminator. In fact, when we that time they buy top up. Alex, you are running here a big business of this nature. They can't top up where they born now. The units the way they born per day. It's not compared to. I don't want to give you the specifics. In commodity, you go to infrastructure. We'll make Wilkins Road and send a $22 million project. And must sing July. But we sing per way. But look how it is have purpose today. Alex, before this time, the Mashaka Wellington Highway, President Beyonce way they revisit that contract. Say the money will they pay Boku. Will they pay 2 million? Now how much they pay? Not to 10, 20 million they pay. Pass on motor car themselves now 40 or 50, so then at 180,000. See we say it not better. From where we come, we'll make Mashaka Wellington Highway. Accidents. Now Waterloo, it reduce considerably. He hardly know here is Waterloo and not get accidents. Like try to put that in the turn ball, left, right, and center. When we come, we'll be get the solar project we call the Barefoot Women. They read it again. Everything is shattered. By all indication, you scrap from make we get the Mamama airport. You go rehabilitate just a tunnel. Alunge. The money when you use a commensurate for make for open Mamama airports. Do you call that success? You know tap day. Freetown way small so like I small so. You see, I can make 3 localities. If you put Freetown and Abuja no more force alone, I doubt if Abuja no go swallow the entire salon. Ebo, you commode, you do a midterm census. Where international partners then warn you, say, you don't get the capacity, you don't get the logistics, you don't get everything for doing. And if you attempt them, you get a faulty data. You go into them, what you cow it. You say, can them a populated pass Freetown. To the extent that that whole money we don't go poil day, that data we count today, nobody know they use them for policy or development purposes. IPA. And that kind of government so they can give back 2028. But the people of this country don't wise enough. The people of this country don't know the difference between APC and SLPP. Now the country this way you see. Pa. Woman. They suffer. Look about your street how woman and they suffer. Recently, the woman where some of them are in feed the houses, but they don't raise tax pan and taper, so then protested and go state house. So attack you and kill them. But you know these things I'm saying, they are no stories. Now here you see how many civil society organizations they here again as alone.
I go hate the work of civil society in this country.
If I know like the only civil society was Sabina Salon right now, I think it's in a lawyer society, but lawyer society also belong. Because the Australian Bar Association area nothing. Then I conquer support. Ikomode, which other one? Rashid Dumbuya, this in Legal Link. They read and they talk small. And they read again Thomas More, Citizens Advocacy. Yes. You understand now, eh? These are, but before this time, Mambuna Wena PRO so waiting not doing at this country. Bio na BSLPP. But President Nkrumah gave the enabling environment. So he participates.
So not believe civil society for
all the government accountable for ask the necessary questions, but they are nowhere to be found.
So if you say civil society and journalists for associate themselves in politics?
No. The answer is no. But they should speak up for the people. That is your mantra. That is what you have already registered to do. Speak for the voiceless. Stand up for what is right.
What if you say responsible for all this quietness?
But there is one word I don't use, just know that President Bill was so tactical and so smart that he puts this country and institutions all under what we call state capture.
Money used or a fair use when still on people?
I think he used both. Now, a situation wherein you see.
But this is the man, this is the president, for example, before now, the journalists in talks and Eskoma call them. And they get me to Eskoma. We get few journalists go to get discussion with. Apart from few people already near the presidency where they get in contact with journalists and civil society, some civil society who I can talk with. But this is man who reach out.
President Bill is a tactician. I always say this to people. He's a tactician. President Bill is a tactician that if he wants something, he knows how to go for it. I remember when President Bill came in 2014. To the extent that we said self na APC begin to see the romance between President Bill and President Nkrumah then. That spaghetti relationship. To the extent that President Nkrumah is able to your camp, no can fetch Ebola. When he come, direct the state house. Again, the logistical supports. Again, the financial supports. And again, the enabling environment. That's why I say he's a tactician. He knows how to go for it.
Another school of thought. People are saying the SLPP this government all the media and the civil society because they use them platform for gain power in 2028. You buy to that?
Well, Sultana, because of the good democratic tenets of the APC, this is where again your topic comes in. You see this topic very sensitive. The APC not be ever believes a need for manipulate the media and the journalism for make them continue for dinner power.
So if you're saying the why don't do, and I present bill don't do,
Well, that is what they have succeeded in doing. And but again, I repeat, sovereignty belongs to the people. No matter how them be succeed for doing for Ghana Power in 2018, the people that don't know say indeed it was exactly a failed social contract. Then don't fail. Why I say it's a failed social contract? You see, one Rastafarian say you can fool certain people at certain time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. In other words, Sierra Leoneans then befall for the deceit of this current government say when we come, would they give them a better life? Would they make things better? But now they will see it for themselves and they will make comparative analysis and know exactly the difference between APC and SLPP. You don't need for tell us again at this country. If that blind man you tie your eye, you get red pieces and green pieces. As you touch the red pieces, you don't see this not red.
All right, so what about to wrap up the program? But it's una performance when it comes to democratic practice, when we're in government, how you go it?
We are 99.9%. I'm not giving you Allah make you land. Simply put, when SLPP call this national call for the fight against Kush, they're not call we as a stakeholder individually like how we can do to them. Sabote APC do, we hold a mammoth press conference telling the SLPP that whether we call you or not call you, this is our country. We owe it to our people to go there and talk to them. The little we can have, the little we can offer is advocacy and sensitization. Now I make you see Lawyer Adi Macaulay, Lawyer Joseph Gerard Kamara, Dr. Ibrahim Bangura, Honorable Cherno Ramadan Majuba, Jagaban, Bai Mahmoud Bangura, and a host of other flag bearers. Everybody they plan campaign against Kush. Not the government they give we money, not the government they give we logistical support. The little we get, we they go and complement government. Now it make you see, even in the current cartographic mapping that is ongoing, the APC,
You don't
partner,
99.9%. The government the current government be described as one of the most corrupt governments. A government will violate constitutional practices in this country.
For we don't do worse.
Now, so now how you go rate the current government President Julius?
Generally, if I rate the current administration of President Bill, in all sincerity and purposes, they are below 25%.
Why?
Take the indexes. Human capital development, 0. Why are they say so? Now, this country you see, over thousands, is it 23 or 25,000?
I know, Oleg.
No, let me give you this fact. Over 22 or 25,000 students were omitted from, is it the scarce?
But you know, saying this country under
from
this
the cast, they're not able to sit to us.
Get the highest enrollment in primary and secondary school in the recent 5 years.
Go to the schools and see the free quality education. Then you realize that it's not free.
So let's look at the enrollment source. We get increment.
This is the beautiful part about finesse. What it can make if you get 50 people in this room, you not put AC because you know so you put 50 people there. The place go for hot, no so. You get for cater for the all 50 for Sidom, not to so. You get for cater for the all 50, then they teach them, possible teach them on time, no so. The learning and teaching materials, they all for they know so. But now you don't can put you all 50 now, they put 10 bench. The way can I say anybody who wants to sit down, go tell you papas make for you chair.
So there's some people they describe when I walk around as cosmetic.
So you see the sad reality here.
As some people describe the road they want to make as cosmetic or even a development as cosmetic. We also believe in I make them get a lot of challenge for do development now within there. So you want for I want for describe what is so whose description you want for give the enrollment of particularly free quality education and all that thing.
In fact, you will ask me now one thing. I talk say all waiting this government. In fact, the president in address to the 6th Parliament, I tell and say all waiting president talk na fantasy on paper. Fantasy on paper. Everything this government don't do, na shinka. Everything they don't do, na shinka. We're not going to talk about road because they don't make road yet. We're not going to talk about energy because we not see it. Mission 300, I don't know how it depend right now. Because the one we did it, they don't pull out. They don't got new policy, so they can't start afresh. So by the time they understand self, 2028 don't come. Education, the political pass rates. That's what I talk now. I want to. Where me and Mike be there, I say people in the pass public exams are called as a political pass rates. Now yeah, you see people then pass exams there. The one them bokute at man like me we not having nothing per mathematics. At man they get 1 per mathematics. Then go university now. John is a boy. Underline the noun in Osabi. Until when the entire universities then that this country say, you know what? We conduct what to call entrance exams. So we call it a political pass rate. Incommodate social welfare issues. Police, soldier, make them tell you the constraints. There you go, sorry for them. Can't to teacher, can't to civil servant.
Anyways.
So these guys, I'll tell you, let us go back to our people and talk to our people. If the people of this country say they want again SLPP, it's the will of the majority. Nobody can deny that one. But if the people of this country say, no, you know what? We want a regime change. Wallahi, my brother, nobody no able deny the people's might.
Well, now yeah, we go end down for this night. I want to tell you plenty thank you. And him na lawyer Abdul Karim Kamara, in a member na the All People's Congress communication team. We can represent CDI Tunis this evening. I'll like to start earlier on and make them clear. I be also invite Moses Mambu, because normally when we do invitation, we go through the heads of the political party communication team. They can facilitate now, either then come or send somebody. So they're not able for Mambu not able for there because he say gets burying way in person diner Bo. We left for go, but we ask council send representative. But again, no respond, to me text message or me call, so I will they call them. But we continue for the engage. We are all partners in development. One thing I will make very clear now that somebody in participation or they stop we not for do we program. If you participate, if you not participate, the other party will get another chance for discuss. Whether be it now true, whether be it lie. Again, with the kind also for educate people them. But what they for guide them, for make them tell now the truth of anything within the scene. So me don't be Alex Lawrence Koma a little bit tired this evening. But I am Alex Lawrence Koma. They say get yourself a blessed weekend and plenty thank you to Sao Koma. We don't help we for making us see we live this evening. And anybody who don't help for put this program together. Until next week again, we'll go there also for discuss other issue. And next week, I'm sure it will be very interesting because we already don't get guess them. We don't set, but we're not going to disclose for now. By Monday, I will disclose them, and now we'll get a very interesting program. I wish you now a blessed night. I want to tell you plenty thank you. We'll see the conversation online. We will put measures in place for see our best to our comments and then begin for come. On board now the program we will begin reading our messages them that will fix up possibly next week where we will be for reading our message them. May don't be again Alex Lawrence Kumar say nice Wednesday and a good night on all.
Council Salon also every decision that touch the life of plenty people. One program they bring the voice of the people to the heart of politics.
This na Politics and the People, the program where they give the power to the people, explain the truth, and bring the leader them close to the citizen them.
Real discussion, real voice them, real impact. Join the debate and make them hear your voice.
Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. na you platform where they turn up for the truth and civil engagement. Only on Liberty Online TV.
Let me talk about politics. Let me talk about people.